Now the dog is looking grumpy because we're going back to New York, taking our Bromptons with us. And this is how we're going to transport them. Now these are the cases that we carry our Bromptons in. As you can see, it's designed by B&W, and they will say that any size Brompton will fit inside this case. In fact, they will say that some other folding bikes will fit in too, but you will need to check the dimensions. This case is a vacuum moulded strike-proof ABS plastic case. Comes with quite heavy duty Velcro straps, a couple of locks, and it has foam padding inside. Now, just in case you were thinking of buying one but you weren't sure of the measurements, I'm here to help you out. Now, I do apologise, I work in feet and inches, but I'm sure you can work that out yourself. So we're looking at 33 inches to 33 inches external edge to external edge. These cases are pretty much square, but we've got 25 height, should we call it, 25 inches height, by literally just under 24 and 3/8, 24 and a quarter, something similar to that. If we're looking at depth wise, let's just shut this case up. And if we're looking at the height on that, then we're looking slightly over a foot. I'd say 12.5 inches, 12 and 3/4 of an inch. Now, when we go away, we do manage to pack a few other things in there. As you can see, the case is quite large, but let's have a look, see what we can pack in the case. My Brompton P-line. A bicycle pump. A GoPro stick. My tripod. Stop fighting it, you're coming with me. My Brompton toolkit. I've got to say, if you don't have one, get one. A spare inner tube. My handlebar bag with a couple of spare lights. And a spare set of Allen keys in here somewhere. Toiletries. A big bag of stuff, including GoPros, cables, adapters, all sorts. Don't forget my seat, that could be a painful couple of days. My bag. The trusty IKEA Dimpler bag. Great for disguising your Brompton. Spare shoes. And finally, a compression bag with 3 raincoats. Let's see what this weighs. Not even 22 kilos. Bags packed and loaded and ready for an early flight tomorrow. We arrived at Heathrow Airport around an hour and 15 minutes before our flight was due to leave. After trying to book in ourselves, the machine spewed out a kiosk assistant coupon. Try to check in on here. Sadly, we just got passed from one member of staff to the next. Okay, I've had this to say that... Okay, thank you. Oh, sorry, yeah. We haven't got a boarding card. I don't really understand it all. After queuing for what felt like a lifetime, we eventually learnt that BA records showed that my ESTA that I needed to get into the US had expired. However, I had a copy of my ESTA, which I'd used before and was still in date. After calling Homeland Security in the US, booking in staff were able to confirm BA records were incorrect and my ESTA was valid. This was a little disappointing when the delay resulted in us missing our flight by 2 minutes. We were placed on another flight close to 3 hours later. To add insult to injury, they allowed us to walk through first class to get to our seats. That said, the gin fizz was welcomed and the food wasn't bad either. Thank you. Right, we managed to get through Homeland Security. We had secured our bags and now it was off to find a taxi. Now we know the transfer from JFK to Midtown Manhattan is generally between 40 to 50 minutes. So we were looking forward to getting to the hotel and putting the morning's events behind us. Sadly, 55 minutes into our taxi ride, we were still sat in Queens. And this 20-second advert on a constant loop was not helping.
Hail and pay for rides right from your smartphone. Just tap to book for now or later.
After listening to that advert for almost 2 hours, we arrived in Manhattan. I've never been more relieved to see a Duane Reade store in my life. Thank you. The journey may have been horrendous, but we were here, and we were heading for an evening of free entertainment in Bryant Park.
If you've seen my vlog before, you'll know that this was very similar to the last time I was here. I'm in New York City, the city that doesn't sleep. And as I pointed out last time, neither do I. So I generally have to get out early when we're sleeping. But not on this occasion, she's coming with me.
Here we go. Right, I'm not going to speak too much, to be honest. For taking the morning of New York City. Oh, that's close. Quite nice weather. Just come out of a heat wave. It's supposed to be stormy all weekend. But I don't think we've experienced any rain yet. But we did spend the evening in Bryant Park last night watching a little opera, don't you know? So we'll go past the scene of the crime from last night. Is that alright? Come on! As they say around here. Okay. Here she is. What do you think of that? You're managing well?
Pardon?
You're managing well?
I'm managing perfectly fine, thank you.
Super, okay. This, incidentally, is Broadway, cutting straight across 40th Street. We're catching all the reds today. Bryant Park to the left, as I say. Scene of the opera last night. We are catching the reds today. I either need to speed up or slow down. Yeah, we'll do this after this pedestrian. Doing alright? We'll just wait for these ones to go and we'll shoot. Do you see what I was pointing at?
What did you say?
Could you see what I was pointing at?
No, I looked. I saw 3 different stores, but I was sure you stopped pointing at that. What were you pointing at?
I was pointing at the hotel we stayed in last time. See, that's Broadway again, cutting across, so we just came up there. won't run the red on this, it's a bit busy. Huh?
You didn't even run the one back there?
Yeah. Here we are. That's super, thank you very much. Right, we made it. How's that?
Good.
Quappy. You like a native New Yorker?
squirrel before.
What a lovely place to be. Roosevelt Island. Right at the tip.
I just think this is a really nice part of New York that we haven't seen before.
I know, it's lovely.
I can't believe it's taken us 4 goes to get over to Roosevelt Island. It's lovely and peaceful. They look quite nice flats, those. They look quite nice apartments. They're gated and they look quite well cared for with the nice facilities.
Coming through, coming through. Excuse me, coming through.
Still an impression of France. It's probably the clearest impression of it.
I'm on Broadway, and look, Ma, I made it. Look, it says Broadway. I'm not lying. Broadway and 74th. This is my first time playing the legendary Beacon Theatre.
I need movement.